Have you ever looked at a trending topic online and thought, has the entire world lost its mind? The sudden bursts of viral rage, the digital witch hunts, the way thousands of people can instantly turn into an angry, unthinking mob over a single screen recording. It feels like a modern glitch, a product of the smartphone era. But over 80 years ago, a Swiss psychologist named Carl Jung predicted all of this. He didn't call it an algorithm. He called it a psychic epidemic. And he warned that it is the single greatest threat to human civilization. To understand how we get trapped by the crowd, we first have to understand Jung's map of the human mind. See, most of us think we are in full control of our actions. Jung said, not quite. You have your conscious mind, the thoughts you know you are having right now. But deep beneath that lies a massive hidden ocean called the collective unconscious. Jung believed this ocean isn't unique to you. It is a shared biological hard drive built into all humans. It's packed with ancestral memories, primal fears, and universal patterns called archetypes. And inside this hidden ocean, two forces are constantly fighting for control of your life. First, there is your persona. This is your social mask. It's the polite, curated version of you that you show to your boss, your teachers, or your followers on Instagram. It keeps society running smoothly. But directly behind that mask is your shadow. The shadow is the basement of your mind. It's where you lock away everything you find unacceptable about yourself. Your repressed anger, your dark desires, your jealousy, and your deepest weaknesses. Normally, we keep the basement door locked. But Jung discovered something terrifying. When you join a crowd, that lock snaps open. In the 1930s, Carl Jung actually stood just a few feet away from dictators like Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini during massive state rallies. He didn't just see a political event. He saw a mass psychological possession. Jung noted that a dictator doesn't actually force ideas onto a crowd. Instead, the dictator acts like a giant psychological mirror. The leader senses the secret, repressed anger, fear, and wounded pride of the public. They reflect it back to them in a simplified, powerful message. Jung called these leaders shamans. When thousands of people gather in a stadium, shouting the same slogans and watching the same symbols, a terrifying shift happens. The individual conscious mind evaporates. Your personal morals dissolve. You fall into a state of shared unconsciousness. The crowd's collective intelligence plummets to a primitive, tribal level. Good and evil become completely black and white. Suddenly, regular, everyday citizens become capable of horrific violence. Why? Because they aren't acting as individuals anymore. They have surrendered their minds to the herd. They are possessed by the collective shadow. Now, you might think, glad we moved past that era. I don't stand in stadiums chanting slogans. But here is the twist. You don't need a physical stadium anymore. You have an iPhone. Social media platforms are the largest accelerators of mass psychology in human history. Modern algorithms are designed to reward emotional contagion. They don't boost logic, They boost high-intensity outrage and fear. When you log on to an app and see a massive online dogpile, you are stepping right into a digital psychic epidemic. Anonymity removes our social filters. The distance of a screen makes it easy to look at an online target and project our own shadow onto them. We paint the other side as entirely evil and our side as entirely pure. We join the digital mob, leaving angry comments, feeling a rush of self-righteous fury. Jung would look at modern cancel culture and internet pylons and tell us exactly what they are. A modern witch hunt. A crowd trying to purge its own hidden guilt by destroying a single scapegoat. So, how do we fight back? How do you keep your mind safe when the entire world is trying to drag you into a digital mob? Jung said, political systems and laws cannot fix this. The only true defense is a process he called individuation. Becoming a strong, self-aware, independent individual. Here are 3 practical steps to protect your mind today, based directly on Jung's tools. Step 1. Spot the hook. The next time a post, a headline, or a video makes you feel instant, explosive hatred, stop. Ask yourself, what part of my own hidden flaws or fears is this post targeting? When you recognize your own emotional triggers, external forces can no longer use them to manipulate you. Step 2. Break the crowd. Step away from the algorithmic feed when you feel the anger rising. Jung noted that quiet, independent reflection rebuilds the boundary between your mind and the collective herd. You need silence to think clearly. And step 3, question the herd. Before you share a post or agree with a popular opinion, ask yourself, do I truly believe this based on facts? Or am I just agreeing because it feels safe to fit in? Do I truly believe this? And what about the one I know? Carl Jung famously warned that the greatest danger to mankind is not atomic bombs or natural disasters. The greatest danger is our own minds when we lose them to the crowd. In a world that is constantly trying to make you join the herd, staying awake, staying conscious, and owning your own shadow is the ultimate act of rebellion. If this video made you look at your phone or your own mind a little differently, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below. Have you ever felt yourself getting sucked into the digital mob? Let's talk about it. Stay conscious out there. See you in the next video.